Deuteronomy 7 speaks about a greater influence. In the beginning of the chapter, there were nations that were greater than Israel. And the Bible was clear. It said Israel was going to confront nations. These 7 nations that were greater, that were mightier than they were. But what was interesting is when the Lord said, but you will utterly destroy them. Utterly destroy them. They were greater in number. That means they're greater in strength, they're greater in resources, and they're greater influence. But they were going to utterly destroy them. And sometimes, you know what? And even that, God said to them a couple of things. 1, make no covenant with them. 2, do not give your daughters to them. 3, don't give your sons to them, because they will influence them, basically, my words, right? Influence them away from me. Imagine that. The sons, he didn't say the daughters, the sons would be influenced, their hearts would be influenced away from him. But the other interesting part is, don't make a covenant with them. They were greater. And here we are sometimes, we see people who are in a greater ministry, greater socially, greater financially, and sometimes we're so intimidated by those people because they seem to be more established than we are. But you see, the Lord said, I will deliver them before you. And it's the same thing. Because they may appear greater, we may be tempted to form a covenant, and you be careful with who you form covenants with, just to gain access. But do not join yourself to something simply because it looks powerful. Do not compromise your values because someone appears more influential than you. Do not preserve a connection that God told you remove. What appears greater than you is still not greater than the God who called you. Sometimes we want to compromise our holiness, compromise that space. Greater does not always mean godly, and successful does not always say that God has approved it. And if you recall, 7 nations, larger than they were, mightier than they were, greater than they were, and God said, I will deliver them unto you, and you will utterly destroy them. What or who seems greater than you? Don't compromise. Be encouraged. Trust the next chapter of your life.